Donald Trump did even better this election than the two previous ones, and a whole host of other Republicans won. What changed?
What changed? I'm not sure. What was revealed is that the country, a large number of folks in the country, actually hold views consonant with Donald Trump. That the toxic brew of selfishness and greed and hatred, which threaten our democracy, is in full view. This ain't Russia. This is us. And so there's an alignment between Donald Trump and the American voting public.
There's an alignment between Donald Trump and the American voter. Well, that's how you win elections. That would be first. But then secondly, yeah, most Americans didn't want an open border. Most Americans got sick and tired of inflation. Most Americans don't want to be on the brink of World War III. Most Americans are against those things. Hey, here's the thing that's happening. And it's okay, this is going to sound like over the top, okay? But they're addicted to a drug. And I mean it literally. There is a drug that they are addicted to.
And we have to come to terms with what that means. So it's not about why did Kamala Harris lose? The question is, the better question is, why are we the way we are as a country?
But for a lot of people, they would say it's economic anxiety.
That's BS.
Did you get that? So there was economic anxiety. Oh, that's BS. Because in his circle, that doesn't make any sense. We're all doing so well. Look around. I just bought this suit and it was $2,000. People are not in economic anxiety. That wasn't a factor. And by the way, and this is why MSNBC is getting cut loose, because you would constantly listen to a person like this on your program. Why in the world would you even invite him? To say that this is what he is saying is that James Carville and Bill Clinton was wrong when they told you point blank, it's about the economy, stupid.
Okay, hold on. They would say it's economic anxiety. And we saw incumbent parties across the world come out of power in the last 3 years, because for most of us, we have never seen a spike in inflation like this in our lifetimes.
Notice what she said. Okay. She's saying this around the world. This isn't just happening here in the U.S. Because it's not. It's happening globally. He is so transfixed on Orange Man bad, he actually comes to a conclusion that doesn't address what she just said. Listen. You
say baloney.
No, Donald Trump didn't enter the political sphere on the basis of economic populism. He's been fighting the culture wars 3.0, 4.0, 5.0 since he came down those escalators. That's where he has made his money in politics, is really stoking grievance and hatred. And, you know, we heard this same argument around the Tea Party when they were engaged in those AstroTurf protests. It's really about economic. And then the data came out and showed that the economic stuff was just simply a kind of variable that's, you know, that was tethered to a kind of deep racial anxiety about demographic shifts. It's BS, because we don't want to confront what the hell it means for us to have elected a convicted felon.
Donald Trump is not a convicted felon. They're going to continue to say that. And notice he didn't address her assertion. He says, yeah, but it's happening all around the world. So is Donald Trump influencing everyone around the world? He doesn't even address that. It's like, hey, well, then can you explain why did it happen around the world? What's going on here? Well, he can't, because he's addicted.
Correct.
Who has also been held liable for sexual assault.
Also correct.
Who's a pathological.
Hey, hold on a second. I mean, I understand that he was held liable for sexual assault, but not the R word. Not the R word, but sexual assault. A real, I don't know, question would be, you couldn't find him guilty on the R charge, but you did on the lesser sexual assault. Well, what evidence did you have for sexual assault? Because if you had any evidence of that, wouldn't that go to the first charge? The jury was suffering from Trump derangement syndrome. And by the way, in a department store where nobody said anything, she didn't scream or yell. She didn't tell the cashier, nothing. I digress.
Liar.
True.
True.
Yes.
Right? And who, by all standards, is a 78-year-old man who is a hard 78. Right? Not an easy one. And the fact that the American public would choose him as the president over an obviously competent opponent.
An obvious competent opponent. Here's what's happening. All right. Enough of this nonsense. Here's what's happening. Identity politics is a drug. I mean that literally, because you get these endorphins. I'm not kidding. This is why you see these white women going berserk when a black person dares question it. A Clarence Thomas. You'll hear a white person call him an Uncle Tom. Why? Because you're ruining their buzz. They get that endorphin rush when they're out there protesting, proving to everyone that they're not racist. They love that feeling. It's exhilarating. There was one woman, a black woman, in a restaurant talking to other people, and they're happy that Donald Trump won. Across from her table is a white liberal woman who comes over and pretty much tries to shame her. How dare you? Imagine you are so entitled. You don't know anything about this woman, but you're going to go to her and tell her what you have done was morally reprehensible. You don't know who this person is. But she felt so emboldened that I can, as a white female liberal, tell you you're out of line. Why? Because they don't like it when you ruin their buzz. Don't you understand? She has to be the rescuer. She has to wear the t-shirt. The Kamala Harris proving to everyone that she's not a racist. It is an endorphin rush. They are addicted to it. That's why they go berserk when a black person looks and says, I don't really know about that. They go nuts. They dye their hair pink or shave it off altogether and call you nuts. They're all addicted to identity politics because it makes them feel that rush. And so they have to cling to it. And so it's kind of like the person with, a heroin addiction. You see the person and you tell them, hey, that drug's killing you. I know, but it feels so good. Oh, okay, but it's killing you. The drug is killing you. I know, but it feels so good. That's what's happening to the Democrats right now. They can't stop doubling, tripling, and quadrupling down on it because it makes them feel so good. Hey, identity politics is killing your party. Yeah, but it feels so good. I gotta I need another hit. It's unbelievable. Like, dude, and that's why MSNBC is going the way of the dodo. Because they have morons like that answering questions. All right, that's it for now. If you like this video, smash that like button and subscribe. And if you're following me on Rumble, please press that follow button. And until the next time, God bless.